Good morning, loved ones. I hope you had a good night's sleep. I had a great night's sleep and I'm very, very grateful to be here. I was just on the phone with my best friend. We haven't really spoken in a long time and I truly miss her. She's such an amazing trooper to have in my life. She could maybe be the most positive person I know. She always knows exactly how to twist things, for them to be positive. Even if you think first that it's the most negative thing that could ever happen. And then you're on the phone with her, for 30 minutes and then it's the best thing that ever happened. I remember when I called her, I was heartbroken. I had just been dumped by this guy who I was truly in love with. I thought he was the love of my life and he was sober and I was not sober at the time. And I was sure he was the father of my children and, I was devastated. And thanks God, it's at the same time this happened, also the drugs and the alcohol stopped working for me. So I'm forever grateful to this man. He has a huge space in my heart forever because he did a 12-step on me. He told me his story and I could truly relate to what he told me about alcoholism and drug addiction and it felt like he was talking about me when he told me the story. And after that, it didn't work anymore. The drugs and the alcohol just totally stopped working and I had, double dosing and be way more destructive than I had been before. So every time when I talk about, recovery, I mention him because I'm sure, he was sent my way to help me on that path. And I don't know if I would have been on that path if it wasn't for him. So thanks God. Thanks God he came my way. When I was younger, I had a tendency of falling in love with men, in a Hollywood way. You saw them and there was this connection and so much passion, And I remember I went to, when I was in recovery, my second year in recovery, I went to a course called the relationship course where you taught, if you've been drawn to dysfunction in relationships, you're kind of programmed, you're getting off program from that destructive pattern. And I remember they told me that a health relationship should be predictable, and trustworthy, and if someone said that they were going to do this, they would, and I was like, oh my God, it sounds so boring. And now, in my relationship that I live in today, that is exactly how it is, and I couldn't be more grateful for that. Imagine having children with someone that is unpredictable and not coming when he said it's gonna come, and I love that game. I was so hooked. One of my biggest loves was so extremely unpredictable, and it was such a rush. You never really knew what was gonna happen with him, and it was such extreme destructiveness. He broke my heart over and over again, and the passion though, that was outstanding and probably something I'd never experienced, if it wasn't for that destructiveness in it. But I wouldn't change it for the world, from what I have now, which is, a team effort. We are together in life. And I trust that he's going to show up and he trusts that I'm going to show up. It's magnificent. But I also don't think I would have appreciated that if it wasn't for what I've been through, with other men, where I haven't been able to, rely in that way. And where it hasn't been predictable. So I'm very grateful for all the shit I've been through. And I'm extremely grateful to be sober and to live a sober life with that awareness. And I think that's what I've been bringing into this yoga challenge, where I kind of combine yoga with the habits of the 12-step, where you on a daily basis reflect over your life and what you want to do with it. And I'm just so happy for where I am today, what I've done through my life, and that I have you guys to share this with. gives me meaning, you know, a purpose, which I think is extremely important for every one of us. I'm also very grateful to be a mother. I was longing for that. I became mother very late in life. I was 40 when I gave birth, and it's the most magnificent and beautiful thing I've ever experienced physically. You know, to push a baby out of your belly and having a baby growing and like eating you up. It took me a long time to recover from the pregnancy and the labor. It was really amazing experience, but really tough. So I think it's just gonna be one for me, you know. I always wanted 2 children, but I think we're just gonna do one because I started so late. With that, you know, it also comes the gratefulness of having been through it once, you know, having given life through my body, which I really wanted to experience. I want to experience that feeling of carrying a child, a womb, and I've done that. And she is magnificent. And we're gonna do yoga. Get down on your sitting bones and straighten your back up. We're gonna start taking control over our breath. On the inhalation, feel how your belly is expanding. On the exhalation, drag your belly button towards the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're gonna do the breath of fire. We do it by pushing our belly button towards the spine, quick and hard. Inhale to start. Very good job. We're gonna do the hip roll. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Switch direction. we're gonna stretch to the side. Place your left hand on your left side. Inhale, come on. Come down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale. Beautiful. We're also going to do a neck roll. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Switch direction. Beautiful. We're going to finish today's class with a short meditation. Close your eyes, focus on the area between your eyebrows, that third eye looking inward. Let your third eye lead you to the area around your heart. In this area, you find an inner room where you're going to spend some time just for yourself. There's nothing that has been and nothing that will come. It's only you in this very moment. Paramatmane namaha. Sri Patanjala Yoga Darsharam Atasamadhi Padaha Hatha Yoga Nushasanam Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha Tata Drashtu Sarube Vashtanam Vritti Sarubhya Mittanastra Vrittaya Panjataya Klishta Klishta Slowly come back to the room where you are. Penny! Hey, älskling! So my parents just got back and she got freaked out. We're going to finish this class together with 3 Shanti. Place your palms together in front of your heart and inhale to start. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Place your palms to your forehead for you to think good thoughts through the day. To your mouth for you to speak the truth, and to your heart for you to follow your heart and to be kind to yourself and to other people. Namaste. Now for the most important thing today, remember to go out there and give. Because if you focus your day on what you can add to the world and give to the world, your life is going to change in a majorly positive way. I love you guys and I'll see you tomorrow.